Hey friends, welcome to Cooks Up. I hope all of you are doing good. All of you like paneer butter masala, right? Who doesn't? Here I am with a recipe, no butter paneer masala. Ever heard of it? I think not. So let's give it a try. This is a recipe that is totally good for your heart and still you can give your palate a pleasing taste. This is a recipe for cholesterol people who love to eat paneer. So let's get into the recipe. For this recipe, I'll be needing 2 medium-sized onion that are cubed. Then I'm taking 2 big tomatoes cubed, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 piece of ginger and 1 green chilli. You can skip the green chilli if you like your paneer more sweet. So the next thing that I'll be needing are a few spices. First of all, I'll be taking 10 to 12 broken cashews, 1 piece of cinnamon, a pinch of fennel seeds, 3 cloves and 1 elaichi. These spices need not be taken too much. These are the correct amount of spices that are to be used. If it is increased, the taste will differ. So these cashews I'm using for getting a creamy texture. I'm making use of a pressure cooker for this recipe. Since it's oil free, I'm pouring in a small glass of water because we're not using any oil. I don't want my vegetables to stick to the bottom. Next, I'm adding in my spices. In goes all the cashews, elaichi, cinnamon, cloves, fennel seeds, everything. I'm switching on my stove and putting it in high flame. Next goes the garlic and the ginger. And in goes the onions, chilies and tomatoes. I'm adding almost 3/4 glass of water to it. You can adjust it accordingly. And I'm closing the pressure cooker. I'm putting on the whistle and I'm going to cook it in medium flame until 2 to 3 whistles. If you want it more mushy, you can give it 3 whistles. 2 whistles is also fine, depends on the flame of your gas. After the pressure has receded, I'm taking off the whistle and I am opening my pressure cooker. I'll show it to you. See, this is how my vegetables and everything, the onion, garlic, everything has become too much mushy. And next I'm adding in a handful of coriander leaves. I don't like cooking it too much, so I add it in the end. Because the water is already hot, I don't think I'd need to pressure cook it with everything else. So I'm adding it in the end. Once these vegetables cool down, I'm adding it to a blender and blending it to a smooth paste. I just cleaned the pressure cooker once again and I'm adding in the puree that I made with the tomatoes and the onions. I'm adding the puree into the pressure cooker and I'm keeping the flame in low. Next, I'm adding in a little bit more water from the mixie. I just gave it a swirl and I added it. Next goes in the spices, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Next, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of red Kashmiri chilli powder. If you want it less spicy, you can add 3/4 of it. Next, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of coriander powder. Don't add vegetable masala, add coriander powder. And I'm giving it a good mix. The Kashmiri chilli gives the paneer butter masala very good color. There are 2 advantages to it. One, it gives color. Second, it's very less spicy. So I think paneer butter masala needs more color. So I've given it a good mix. And remember to keep the flame in low always. So next I'm adding a handful of kasuri methi, dried kasuri methi. I'm taking a handful. I'm just going to crush it between my palms and then add it to my gravy. And I'm going to give it a very good mix. You can see the gravy has started boiling. Now is the time. Now I'm going to add in my paneer cubes. You can either fry it or you can add it as a whole. I don't like frying it because this is a no oil recipe. So I'm adding it and I'm going to give it a very good mix. Remember not to mix it too much because the paneer cubes may break since we've not fried them. So be gentle. Next, I'm adding in almost 3/4 glass of water to it, because since we're using it in a pressure cooker, I think we'll be needing a little bit more water, otherwise it'll stick to the bottom. So I'm adding almost 3/4 glass of water, 250 ml cup. I'm adding almost 3/4 of it and I'm giving it a good mix. From the sides I'm scraping off all the excess gravy and I'm going to add in almost half a tablespoon of salt. You can adjust salt according to your taste. This is just the minimal amount that I'm adding. You can check it before taking it off the stove. In case you feel salt is more, you can check my video on how to reduce salt. After giving my salt a good mix with my gravy, I'm going to close the pressure cooker this time and I'm not going to put the whistle and I'm going to cook it for almost 2 minutes in medium flame. Then I'm going to open my pressure cooker and I'll show you. See, such a lovely colored paneer butter masala, that too without oil or butter. So I'm just scraping off the sides. Looks yummy. You can see it. I'll just show it. Let me just zoom in and I'll show you. See, the gravy is creamy and thick. It's not watery. So if you make this the correct amount of water and spices, I'm sure you will love it. So I'm going to just add in a tablespoon of sugar. I don't prefer using honey because according to Ayurveda, adding honey to something hot is not recommended. So I'm adding in sugar. You can add a tablespoon of milkmaid too. That tastes lovely. So I don't have milkmaid, so I'm adding sugar. Just going to plate my paneer masala with a little bit more cream. I just love the taste of malai. You can skip that too if you want a more healthier option. So do give this a try and let me know in the comment section how it turned out.